Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. It's Sunday, the 28th of July, and welcome to the EPL Index Transfer Daily. Moves happening, games being played, and even injuries now. United fans saw that their team played Arsenal, played Manchester United last night. However, Lenny Yoro and Rasmus Højlund picked up injuries, so I'll wait to see the extent of those. Even those considerations that might come in to the market now and impact. So, what's going on with the transfer news, ladies and gents? Well, top of the bill, according to Football Insider, Calvin Phillips has told City he wants a permanent move away. I don't think there's any surprise on that at all. But Villa and Everton, his two suitors, are considering loan moves only at the moment. It's a difficult one, isn't it? It's hard to see anyone committing major money to Calvin Phillips, especially after the struggles, and that's the best way of putting it, he had at West Ham on loan last season. Kelechi Iheanacho, former City, former Leicester on a free, he's set to move to Sevilla in Spain. Other things abroad as well. PSG are now rivaling various outlets. Barcelona for Nico Williams, the young Spanish winger, the star probably of Euro 2020, along with Lamine Yamal. There, Football Insider also has the Liverpool and Spurs and Arsenal are in the race for Victor Gyökeres. I think it's pronounced, the Swedish international, 26 years old, Sporting Lisbon star striker in their title win last season. Also, let's get back to the Premier League, because I know that's where the focus is. Villa fans, you'll be intrigued to know, no doubt, there's a lot of rumours that João Felix, a lot of articles, various outlets suggesting there is an offer on the table, or discussions, but Fabrizio, well, let's be clear. Fabrizio Romano says there is no official offer. Others indicate there is. 90 minutes say that Villa want Atletico to lower the price to around 50 million if they want to proceed with a move for the player. But quite a few outlets, it's important to say, suggest there is an offer on the table. Felix still looking at his moves whilst he trains alone at Atletico Madrid, who clearly want him gone. So a move's going to happen one way or the other. Newcastle centre-half Chase. They seem to be stuck on Malik Dior, I think it's pronounced, from AC Milan, the German international, 22 years old. Suggestions they'll have to pay about 40 million euros, which translates to about 32 million quid's worth of euros at Tesco's if you get them there, according to Gazzetta dello Sport in Italian. Now, this is an interesting one as well. Team Talk suggesting that very much it's known that Julian Alvarez wants to leave Manchester City in search of regular first-team football, and Arsenal and Chelsea are set to battle it out. Struggling to see that, audience, because of Chelsea's strategy approaching. Why would City help Arsenal close that gap when they only finished literally a point or so behind them last season? It just wouldn't make sense at all. But we'll have to see. Speaking of Arsenal, according to 90 Minutes, they are going to step up their chase for Mikel Merino once they've got Calafiori confirmed, which is expected today. Few things for Liverpool fans as well. The Sunday World says they're still keen on signing Anthony Gordon, and there's even talks about player swap going in there, or say money plus a player. So a few muted in there in Sunday World. And also for Liverpool fans, Premier League rivals Leicester City and Southampton are looking to take Ben Doak, their young forward, on loan, according to the Athletic. So we'll have to see what happens there. United are still trying to make defensive move happen. Various outlets talking about Wan-Bissaka moving on. Also, Florian Plettenberg at Sky Germany says that talks are still ongoing over Matthias de Ligt and Nusa Mazuri. Again, it's the same agent, is it? Rafaela Pimenta, former, or say, of the agent, I can't remember his name now, it escaped me, but of the same agency that was Mino Raiola. There it goes, comes to the former Raiola protege, is in charge of all that and trying to make that happen at the same time. And Spurs fans, Brian Hill, it looks like he's in the final stages to get that done, doesn't it, for Girona and make that move. A few other things to call out. Dani Olmo across the Spanish outlets still that Barca are trying to make that happen. But again, it depends on certain things. And quite a few outlets have got that Saudi clubs have made an offer for Rafinha, the Brazilian international. Remember him as the former Leeds player, didn't we, before he went there, of around 60 million quid. So that could put some well-needed funds in Barcelona's coffers. So we'll see what happens there. Team Talk also has that it's Spurs and Arsenal now for Chiesa. He only has a year left to go on his Juventus contract. It's fully expected he moves on. And this or Jadon Sancho to PSG rumour, in various outlets, it just won't go away, will it? It does seem that he is a target for PSG. We don't know if they can't get Nico Williams or whatever, but this story just won't disappear at all. Things we expect probably completed quite soon. You say Brian Hill, Calafiore, we know is in London now, and Chelsea very much set to complete the deal for Philip Jorgensen. So we'd expect an announcement on that possibly over the weekend. Antonio Conte wants Billy Gilmour still at Napoli, so we'll see what happens there. There is a lot of business going on for all clubs, be it loans, permanents. Everyone's starting to move. And ladies and gents, let's be honest, it's the 28th of July. We are not far off August, the last month of the transfer window, where a lot of people have predicted it will reach almost a fever pitch and then a crescendo at the end. So we will have to see what happens. But on EPL Index, we'll be here to bring it you all, keep you informed of everything that's going on. And on Sunday, the 28th of July, that was your Transfer Daily.